welcome back to another quick cleanup. This one is a regular account. Through the normal work season, we're working once a week here. And then in spring and fall, they'll get a cleanup, or let me rephrase this. In spring, they'll get their big cleanup, which is all the hedges pruned, trimmed, totally fresh pine straw. We start the first round of fertilizers and stuff, and then they get two more round of hedge trimming apart from that first cleanup. So they get 3 hedge trimmings, 1 main cleanup in the spring, and then they just get regular every 2 weeks mowing cleanup deal type thing. And so that's what this visit is, just one of those regular visits that we do here in the winter. And one thing you'll notice is what I've mentioned in past videos is how frustrating the wind is. Man, is it frustrating on this one. If you pay close attention, you'll see everything just go right into the street, and I'm just blowing the opposite direction, and it just goes right in your face. I was really getting frustrated with this one, but we made it through. We got it. It's particularly tough here because it's right in the middle of the city, and so you don't want to be the guy that's just blowing his stuff in the street. I mean, and that's not what I'm doing. It's the wind, but people's perception is, at the end of the day, what's gonna make your reputation. So, I'm I'm working like crazy right here to, not the fast forwarded footage, but I'm working like crazy here trying to get the stuff just away from the center of the street, and make it as obvious as possible that this is not intentionally me getting stuff in the street. But I don't know, I'm weird about how people are going to perceive things, and how people are going to take what they see versus what the actual situation is. But yeah, we end up getting it done here and making it look good. And so I'm gonna try to do something different with the commentary on these. Every once in a while, if it's a basic video, but I'm gonna commentate when my cat's going crazy. I'm gonna commentate when I'm doing the sped up footage, but then I want to kind of put in some real time stuff because I know a lot of people like that. So we're gonna do a little mix. But yeah, we're gonna play this through a little bit, and then I'll come back with a tad bit more commentary and Thanksgiving talk, all that good stuff. as you can see, I'm running around like a crazy person here, trying to fight the wind. You know, I need to get the leaves on the far end of the property for city pickup, and it all just wants to go the exact opposite way. But yeah, man, we just switching topics real quick. We just got back from eating some Thanksgiving food with the family. Had fun with that. We're getting ready right now to go out of town for a few things. We'll be back by the time you watch this video. But that's why I'm posting it in this sequence. But anyway, yeah, man, it's good times. That's why I'm being quiet, because it's actually late and I'm trying to get this stuff done ahead of time, get ahead of things. But just trying to be a little bit hush hush, but also get stuff done at the same time. It's one of the big things about these leaf cleanups is trying to work around all the cars. I hate having to like weave my way through. And I usually do these properties after hours, but with the time change in the winters, you know, sunset's at like 6 o'clock, or sometimes it seems like 5:30. And it's cold, and it gets colder and colder as the sun sets, so you know, I can't really be here until 9 o'clock like I would normally. So I have to do it during business hours right now, this time of year, but that's not always the case. Yeah, the main reason that I personally like to keep these commercial accounts on board is, well, there's a couple reasons. First and foremost, it's easier to get them to actually do a contract because they're a business. They're used to doing contracts, so they're more ready to sign something that is professional and, you know, proper. Most homeowners, or not most homeowners, I'm generalizing, but a lot of homeowners are kind of like, they don't want to get locked into something, because it's one of those things with lawn care businesses where you get the stigma of unreliability, and they don't want to get locked into a contract because there's always that thing with service guys who are like, there's always that uneasiness, right? Because a lot of the service industry trades have reliability issues. And, you know, I'll be totally honest, on occasion, I get behind. If it rains 4 or 5 days, like, dude, you're just gonna have to expect me late. But, you know, you always try to do best. But anyway, that's why I like to keep these commercial accounts, because you work on them after hours when it's almost sunset, like 9 o'clock, and you're not going to get yelled at by a homeowner who's going to sleep or trying to sleep and wanting to wake up early in the morning, you know, that kind of thing. I try to do it as a consideration to homeowners, and also just to keep me busy and working more hours. enough about lawn care. Let's talk about other things. Because I don't know, we do lawn care all day. At least I do. You know, it's good to have other thoughts and ideas going on, and maybe someone will find it interesting. But I've been playing around a lot with woodworking lately. I'm really getting into that, and I'm actually going to try to incorporate it into the business a little bit with wooden retaining walls and some planter boxes and stuff. It's just something that I started as like a miniature hobby, and now I'm like hooked on it. I'm like getting into it a little bit too much, maybe. I don't know. But spend a lot of money on tools now, and I'm in it, and I look forward to it, and it's fun, and I can see a lot of value as far as like a lawn care business being able to build like customized planter boxes. Because see, in my situation, there's a lot of spaces where you can't really plant because maybe the ground's too hard, or maybe the land is too uneven. But a retaining wall or a custom fitted planter box could very easily solve that. You could build a little box around whatever it is, put in some dirt, and then do your plants accordingly. And let's say the dirt that you're wanting to plant in is hard clay, or maybe it's a rock, right? You don't have to dig out the rock. You can just put a planter box over top it, customized to fit the dimensions and make it level, fill it with dirt, and there you go. You have a plantable surface. It's the only thing it's really not a great solution for is lawns. Like, it would be weird to put lawn in there, but maybe you could even do that. It's an idea. It's a weird one, but I don't know, man. It's just something I've really gotten into, and I'm trying to. It's bad, man. It's gotten to where I'm like trying to incorporate it into the business as a way to get to justify doing my hobby more. It's ridiculous. I feel like string trimming, the edging is like everyone's favorite part, or like one of the highlights of a video in a lot of cases. And I really like how this whole scene looks here, but I normally wouldn't edge with a trimmer. I always use a stick edger because it's better. I don't care what you say, it's better always. So, we're coming up on the end of this one real quick. Like I said, man, this one was a fast little cleanup. It usually is. If it wasn't for the amount of leaves, probably would have taken me 45 minutes. I think it took me about an hour and a half. Not long at all, as far as the leaf cleanup goes, anyway. We're just finishing up the trimming. This one's like one of those like really satisfying small lawns to work on, because I don't know, I just really like these little tiny things. I actually want to get a custom truck for these, because being able to zip through without a trailer would be nice. Like, I want one with a custom bed on the back to haul mowers, basically. But here we are, blowing the thing off, getting it to look good. And you can kind of see, I actually, as I was doing this, I just turned around and I did my final like after shot as I was walking away, because I was in a hurry. It was starting to get cold. I think it was like 4:30, maybe close to 5 right here. But it was starting to get cold, and I was like, I gotta go. This is on like Wednesday. So there's your nice before or after. Looking good. Tell me how my trimmer edging is. Not horrible, but could be better. But the could be better is why I always use the edger, because it's really hard to mess up with the edger. But I've seen people do it. Alright. Let me know what you think down in the comments. Hope you guys had a good Thanksgiving, good rest of your year. Thanks for watching. Keep moving.